In the professional world, your writing really is your voice. From just a quick email to a big, formal report, every single word you type is shaping how people see you. So today, we're going to break down exactly how to make sure that reputation is a fantastic one. Oh, and before we dive in, if you're looking to sharpen your business skills, do me a favor and like this explainer and subscribe to our channel for more of these essential insights. This quote right here, it really gets to the heart of it all. Every single email, every memo, every report, it's like an entry in your professional history, and it's building your reputation for better or for worse. So think of it this way. Mastering business writing isn't just some nice-to-have skill. Nope, it's an absolutely fundamental career necessity. Okay, so how do we make sure our writing is building the right kind of reputation? Well, it all boils down to 4 foundational pillars. Seriously, any piece of effective business writing, doesn't matter what it is built on these 4 qualities. Let's break down what these qualities on the screen actually mean in practice. This is your new mental checklist. First up, be direct. Just get straight to the point. You've got to respect your reader's time. Second, be logical. Your arguments need to be based on data and facts, not just vague feelings like, I feel this is a good idea. Third, be concise. You've got to cut out all the fluff and those extra words that don't add value. And finally, be clear. Ask yourself, is there any possible way my message could be misunderstood? These 4 qualities, they're your guideposts to truly effective communication. Okay, knowing what makes for good writing is really half the battle, right? But now let's get into the how. We're going to move from the principles to the actual process with a structured 4-stage method that you can apply to any document you ever create. This flowchart basically lays out the exact blueprint for you. Stage 1, you collect all your raw materials, all the info, the data, everything you need. Second, you organize it all into a solid structure. Third, you actually write the content itself. And finally, and listen, this is the step most people rush, you edit. And notice, great editing isn't a one-and-done thing. It's a cycle you might repeat 2, maybe even 3 times to really nail it. And now for some pro tips to really level up each stage. For collection, always document your sources. It will save you so many headaches later. For organizing, map out your beginning and your end before you start filling in the middle. It just keeps you on track. When it comes to writing, make sure each paragraph flows logically into the next one, like you're telling a coherent story. And for editing, you know what your secret weapon is? A fresh pair of eyes. Ask a colleague you trust or just step away for a few hours and come back to it. Okay, let's take these principles and apply them to the one thing we all deal with every single day, the email. I'm telling you, getting this right is an absolute game changer for your professional image. Every single professional email can be broken down into these 3 core components you see right here. You've got the subject line, which is your critical first impression. Then there's the body, which is where the real communication happens. And finally, the signature, which closes things out nice and professionally. So let's break each one down. This comparison shows the power of a good subject line perfectly. I mean, look at the left column, urgent. Just creates stress but gives 0 information. Now look to the right, supplier XYZ, delivery issues report. See? It tells the reader exactly what's inside and why it matters. A great subject line respects the reader's time and, frankly, it ensures your email actually gets opened. Now, inside the body, there are 4 critical parts. You need a proper salutation, like, Dear Miss Smith. A direct introduction that gets right to the point. The message itself, which needs to be concise and line up with what you promised in the subject. And finally, a conclusion with a clear call to action. You have to ask yourself, what do I want the reader to do next? Don't ever leave them guessing. And here is a simple reminder for a mistake I think we've all made at some point. Forgetting an attachment after you've said it's there, it just instantly undermines your credibility, so make it a habit. Check for that attachment last, right before you hit send. By the way, if these tips are helping you write better, just take a second to hit that like button and subscribe right now. Your support really does ensure we can keep sharing these valuable guides. All right, for our final section, we're going to move into the crucial do's and don'ts of writing etiquettes. These are the little details that really separate the true professionals from the amateurs. Let's run through these pretty quickly. On the do side, use an active voice. It sounds direct and confident. Use personal pronouns like I and you to avoid any confusion. Always double-check your facts and reply in a timely manner. Now for the don'ts. Avoid industry jargon and tech speak like LOL.
Never write in all caps. It's basically the digital version of shouting. And most importantly, never, ever let anger or sarcasm poison your professional writing.
Let's just pause on this one for a moment because this is a trap we can all fall into. Before you hit reply all, just ask yourself one simple question. Does every single person on this chain really need to see my reply? I promise you, more often than not, the answer is no. Using it carelessly just clogs up inboxes and can be a pretty major professional misstep. And this is a really critical warning that builds on that last point. Forwarding an email chain, it feels harmless, but it can be a massive confidentiality risk. Think about it. A comment buried deep in that chain could have sensitive client info or maybe some private internal discussions. So the rule is simple. Always review the entire chain from top to bottom before you send it to anyone outside your organization.
So, after covering the process, the structure, and all the etiquette, it really all comes back to this. These are the 4 pillars we started with. If you consistently make your writing direct, logical, concise, and clear, you will build a powerful reputation as a sharp, effective, and professional communicator. It's that simple.
So let's make this practical. Looking at everything we've covered, what is the one specific thing you're going to change in your very next email? Think about it for a second. And hey, thank you for watching. If you want to master professional communication, please like this explainer, share it with your network, and subscribe to our channel today.